you are losing 70% of your viewers before your video even starts. And it's not just a theory, it's an actual data from YouTube. The thing is, most people never make it past your first sentence. Even though your content is life changing, even though you have nailed the title and thumbnail up to perfection. But if you are messing this one thing up, which is your intro, you have already lost the battle. Now, that's not the weird part. The weirdest part is 80% of viral YouTube videos in business niche doesn't even have a creative intro. And still, many creators think that you have to be some kind of a storytelling genius in order to nail the perfect viral intro, which is totally wrong, because I have executed multiple intros for my clients and they have gained good number of views, even some surpassing millions. And I'm not even a pro copywriter, but I follow this one simple pattern while writing my 80% of the intros for my clients, which always works. And in this video, I'm going to basically give you that board structure to you. And believe me when I say it, it's so easy. It's so easy that after this video, you can start applying it without any help or without any hesitation. So let's just dive into the easiest way to write a viral YouTube intro. Now, I'm going to first break down this formula into 2 steps so that it's easy for you to understand, right? And the intro has 2 steps, the 2 pillars right here. The first one is hook. The second one is build-up. Now, the hook has actually 2 sub-steps here, which is bonus hook and it is optional. The second one is it's mandatory, which is to open a curiosity loop. That's the second sub-step. As for the build-up, which comes after the hook, it has 4 sub-steps, which is context, contrast, credibility, and the broader entry. And I'm going to explain each of these one by one so that you know that what I'm talking about here. Now, the structure, the way it should be written, right? How the passage will look like so that you don't get confused. This is how the pack will look like, the passage that you're going to basically execute. Bonus hook optional comes first, then comes opening curiosity loop. You have to open a curiosity loop in second line. You will use context in third line, contrast in fourth line, credibility in fifth line, and the broader entry at the last in the sixth line. Now you can switch places for each of these sub steps. It's easy for you to do that, but make sure that bonus hook remains at the top and open curiosity loop as well. So you can switch the rest of the sub steps. Now, let's talk about each of these sub steps first. First of all, the first sub step comes, which is bonus hook, but I'm going to talk about open curiosity loop here, to how to open a curiosity loop and what is this actually. I think by the name you already understand that what I'm talking about here. You have to open some kind of curiosity loop. You have to create some kind of curiosity gap in viewer's mind. So it's the core hook, a sentence that sparks curiosity, tension, or confusion in the viewer's mind. It introduces a mystery, unexpected result, or challenge to common beliefs. What is the purpose? Create an open mental loop that brain wants to close, compelling the viewer to watch further. Right? So that's simple as that. And I know it sounds like a bit complicated, but believe me, you are doing this in your day-to-day conversations. So it's really easy. Just you have to understand that where is and how you can open, any kind of a curiosity loop to hook your audience. Now, I'm going to show you 2 examples here and 2 sentences which are delivered in a way that one is delivered with a curiosity loop, with curiosity in it, and the second one without any curiosity. So the first, let's talk about a line with curiosity loop. What if I told you these are lines based on, these are the lines executed based on YouTube intros, so that you guys can easily understand what I'm talking about here. For example, let's see this one. What if I told you that the strategy that made me over $100,000 is something you've probably never heard of, right? It is creating a curiosity that there's a strategy which made him $100,000 and he's pretty sure that you have never heard of it, right? So it is opening that curiosity loop. But if I have to deliver this line without any curiosity, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to share the strategy that made me $100,000, right? You understand that how with or without curiosity loop, there's a big difference right here. With the first line, you obviously will love to listen more as a viewer because it's welcoming you. It's opening that some kind of a loop which you want to fill in order to get satisfied. But here it's just simple plain line. As for example 2, again, a line with curiosity loop, which is you want to believe how this one simple change doubled my business revenue in 30 days. Stick around to see exactly what I did. Now, if I have to deliver this line with curiosity loop, here's how I doubled my revenue in 30 days. You can see that the difference here, right? In the first line, you can see that you won't believe this one simple change. One simple change. What change could that be, right? It's opening that loop. And he's just telling that I'm gonna show you what that simple change is. And without curiosity loop, you can see that it's plain deadline. Here's how I doubled my revenue in 30 days, right? Nothing fancy, no hook, nothing special. So just make sure that the intro's first step is going to be something like this to open a curiosity loop, right? So this is what curiosity loop is, which is right here. The first sub step of hook, and then we jump into the bonus hook, which is optional. Now, bonus hook usually comes before uh, opening a curiosity loop. And what bonus hook is? It's a pretty interesting thing. You can see that a quick teaser or emotional trigger that appears before the main hook. It can be a raw reaction, a surprising clip, a bold statement, or a mini preview of the final result, right? And the purpose is trying the viewer emotionally or visually before delivering the main hook, right? And if I have to show you, rather than just talking about, I should show you that what kind of hook I'm talking about here. Let's watch these two videos. These two videos has bonus hook, right? Which is keeping the audience engaged throughout the video, and they know that what they are going to basically get. Let's open this one first. Right, this one, and just let's watch this second. Up till now, I feel like that you guys know what I'm talking about here. Bonus hook is something that you create some kind of a raw clip, or maybe you just tease the final result before the video to keep the audience engaged up, or let the audience know that this is not a clickbait, you know, and this is the result that you're going to get after watching this whole video. So this is the bonus hook, and it's an optional thing we have used this for our clients, and it has really worked wonders. But make sure that it is executed up to the point, right? Because it can be anything. You can either create some, I'd say that maybe a teaser of the final result. You can also create some surprising clip, or maybe a bold statement, right? You can also create upcoming, like how what's to come in the video, like TV series used to do it, right? So yeah, this is the second sub step of our hook. The first one is obviously to opening a curiosity loop. The second is bonus hook, which is optional, and based on these two, you can build your hook. Now, the second part, uh, which is our build up, the second step of our intro. Let's talk about that now. Okay, so the build up. Now, build as I mentioned, the build up has four sub steps: context, contrast, credibility, which is right here, and the broader entry. Now, I'm going to explain all of these one by one, and I'm going to give you one examples for each as well, so that you know what kind of line I'm talking about here. Each of these sub steps that I've just mentioned, even in the hook, even in the build up, they all represent one line which you are going to basically use in your intro, right? The first one is context. It's easy. Again, you can understand by the heading of it. A short explanation of what the video is about and what the viewer can expect. It grounds the audience so that they don't feel lost. What is the purpose? Give clarity and direction immediately after the hook. Again, if you are opening a curiosity loop, you're gonna have to give some context to the audience, right? So they don't get lost. For example, this video is going to walk you through a strategy I used to grow a faceless YouTube channel to 100,000 views in 10 days. You can see this is the context. It's a simple line. You probably heard it. You probably have heard this line in many of the videos, but for right now, you understand this lies in the context department, right? So this is the context. As for the contrast, this is something that you know contrast is something that the caliber information that you are giving to the audience, it must create some kind of a gap, right? It must create some kind of differentiation to the levels that they have. For example, like if I have to explain, you have to highlight the difference between what your audience thinks versus what's actually true, right? Maybe uh, challenge their common belief, right? Talk about the information that is not everywhere. They don't actually listen every day, right? And the bigger the gap, the more powerful the build-up. It's as simple as that. Purpose is create a tension between old belief and a new insight to raise curiosity even higher. Let's talk about the example here. Most people think you need expensive tools or a team to pull this off, but the truth is, all you need is your laptop and a smart system. You can see that it is executed cleverly. And again, you probably have heard this line in many of the videos that you watch on YouTube, but make sure that to understand that it's always creating some kind of contrast. So make sure that you get this one. We got context, then contrast, and here comes the credibility. Now, as for the credibility, again, it's a proof if I have to simply explain it, but let's just go through its the main definition. Why should they trust you? Again, the same thing. Here you show your authority, experience, or results. It can include numbers, achievements, or even calling out the flaws of competitors in a smart way. You can do that as well. If you're pointing out someone or pointing out some issue, not just a competitor, some maybe some kind of a myth, and you have the information to stand by your point. That also creates a credibility that you know your stock. Make sure to understand this. Now, purpose, establish yourself as someone worth listening to. Again, it's as simple as that. Example, I've used this exact framework to generate over $20,000 in YouTube revenue last month alone, and I've helped 7 clients to do the same. Right? That's credibility for you. We're gonna explain it more. I think it's simple. As for the broader entity, now this is interesting. Again, you probably heard this line a lot, but let me just explain that what kind of impact it creates. A line that includes everyone, even beginners or skeptics. This makes the video feels accessible and inclusive regardless of their skill level. And purpose, ensure no viewer feels like this isn't for me, increase retention across all audience style. Because you have to understand that there are different type of audiences who actually watch your content, right? And there are some beginners, there are some experts, right? And sometimes while delivering your intro, uh, it you can create some kind of a scenario where the beginners can't relate to your information. Maybe they think that it's too complicated, right? And they have to find some other video in order to solve their problem. So you just what you actually do, you just call them out. For example, even if you have never edited a video or posted on YouTube before, this works. This is how you cleverly call out the beginners, right? You just uh, call out their concerns. So this is the build up, right? It got 4 substeps which I've mentioned. We got context, we got contrast, we got credibility, and we got broader entry. Now let's get back to this chart here. Okay, so again, up till now you understand that how a viral YouTube intro is actually written. The hook and the build up. The hook got 2 substeps, the build up got 4 substeps, and you know the definition of all of these. Right? You know what I'm talking about up till now. Now, as we've talked about their definitions, I'm going to show you 2 intros, right, which has performed really good in terms of views as well. And I've written those for 2 of my clients, and I'm going to just break down those intro that how I actually written those, right? And after that, I will try to write one intro live, so that you understand that how you can actually execute, or what kind of decisions you have to make while writing or following this pattern. So the examples are here. Okay, let's talk about the intro 2 here, because my camera is on the left side. Okay, so intro written for client number 2, and you can see that I've mentioned in brackets that what this line is actually representing, right? Curiosity loop, context, credibility, broader and free. Okay, so it's to start with this line. I have not mentioned the video title. The video title is about a new type of videos, point of view historical videos, how to create viral monetizable point of view videos. That's the title of the video. But let's just start with the intro. Okay, guys, there's a brand new type of YouTube Shorts content that's already blowing up on Instagram and TikTok. Yet, almost no one is using it on YouTube. This means there's a massive opportunity to dominate this niche before everyone jumps on it. Now, you can see the first line here. It's opening a curiosity loop. I've talked about a type of shorts which are blowing up on Instagram and TikTok, right? And it's opening a loop that what kind of shorts that could be, right? As for the second line, it's generating a contrast, right? Yet almost no one is talking about YouTube. This means there's a massive opportunity to dominate this niche before everyone jumps on it. Again, I mentioned that the information that audience has, I've kind of given them something that they don't actually know, right? So this is contrast. As for the context, I just explained that what actually I'm going to basically do in this video. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create viral monetizable historical point of view shorts using AI step by step, and how to monetize them to make $700 per day. It's context. As for the credibility, now if you don't know me, let me give you a quick snapshot. In just over a year, I grew my YouTube channel to 200,000 subscribers and generated over $20,000 in ad revenue. Right? That's the credibility. After opening a curiosity loop, after giving the contrast and the context of the video, and at this part, maybe the audience, the a certain number of audience maybe planning to drop from the video. I've just given the credibility that the kind of strategy that I'm talking about here, it is proven because I am credible. Now, the last line again, the broader entry, which is really important. That's exactly why you need to watch this. Stick around, and you'll learn everything you need to start your own viral faceless YouTube channel with this new format, even if you are a total beginner. Again, I've just welcome each and every viewer who is watching this video up till now, right? Till this point. So this is how I've executed the intro for second client. This client is an AI automation niche, AI automation for YouTube niche. And as for the intro one, let me just walk you through, guys. It has a bonus hook, which I'm going to explain that how I come up with, because you know, I feel like that you guys maybe don't understand this part, or it's not coming as easy as the others. Okay, so let's talk about the bonus hook after this. Okay, the curiosity loop is, I still can't believe I'm sharing this, but this strategy made me drop ICT for good. The client is in trading niche. The context is, in just 7 minutes, I'll walk you through the easiest scalping method I've ever used. That's the context. Now, what is the credibility? As someone funded with over $1.2 million in trading capital, I know what works. It's credibility, right? As for the broader entry, and this strategy requires no fancy setups, no extra tools. I just called everyone out, right? You don't need any kind of setups. Even if you're a beginner, you can easily replicate this, right? This line is actually representing this psychology. Just a simple step-by-step strategy that made me $28,000 in this last 30 days. That works no matter your skill level. Now that's the last line. Now you can see that I just explained these 4 pillars right here, and I didn't need contrast here, so I actually didn't use. And as for the bonus hook, for this video, I thought that I should use a bonus hook. And what I did here, you know, rather than starting a video with this, I still can't believe I'm sharing this with a plain talking head. I told my client that we are going to record a custom footage where you're going to just sit in front of the camera, open your mobile phone, and show the certificates of your payouts to the audience in a black and white clip. This is the inspirational video that I looked to execute what we did here. The video has performed really well. It has gained like 135,000 views, and it's one of the outliers that he has on his channel, because the number of subscribers that the client has is around like 50 to 55, 60,000 subscribers. So yeah, this is how we executed. And again, 10-second clip from Ethan, record clip of you showing trade wins on mobile. Make sure the clip is raw and execute roughly. That's it. So this is how we executed this video, right? This intro, and you can see that this is what bonus hook is all about. And after now that you guys understand that how you're going to basically use each and every sub step of these 2 main pillars. And let me just, this is the video idea that we are going to basically write an intro for. His AI system creates monetizable anime videos daily, 100% automated. And you can see that the niche there is YouTube automation with AI. And we are talking about some AI system which is sort of creating videos daily without any, work. And now, as for the intro, I feel like that either I could go for a line with curiosity gap or bonus clip. I feel like I can start with that, but I feel like that I don't think that I need to create some kind of a gap, curiosity gap for the audience, because the topic itself is very interesting. AI system which creates monetizable anime videos daily. I feel like that it's more than enough to make the audience click. So rather than going with opening a curiosity loop, I feel like that I can go with a bonus hook. Now, as for the bonus hook, I feel like that bonus hook could be something, again, teasing the final product, but not the result, actually, the system, the whole chart, the whole workflow which we will generate. And in 10 seconds, the first 10 seconds of the video is going to be an upcoming kind of clip which will just show the process of the system, right? Like, it's, for example, like if it has a start from maybe some kind of a prompt which it is feeding to ChatGPT. It's going to start with that, and fast forward to the whole system, and then at the final, this is the final video will just will be shown in the 10th second or maybe the 11th second. So yeah, I think that's I think we can execute this because the topic is really interesting, AI system, and we are showing that it's actually working, and this is how it's actually working. So I feel like that it will automatically create some kind of curiosity gap, and it will also justify the credibility of the video that we are not clicking clickbaiting. So yeah, I think that we can do that. And as for the first line, I think that we can just recall this line as our first line after this because to complement our bonus hook this AI system creates. But I think we can change some stuff there. Rather than this, I built this AI system. I I built an AI system. I built this AI system which creates monetizable videos daily. Yeah, I think this line can go after this bonus hook because it's making sense. Now, as for the this is actually a context line. Right, we are giving context is what is we are going to basically be talking about in this video. Now, I think to back it up more, or maybe give some hints of contrast, I feel like then I can talk about pain points or the work which is going to be uh, you know done with this system and how audience can save their time. What are the elements in YouTube automation which it's helping out for cutting no brainstorming. Yeah, that means no brainstorming or ideas. Next, no scripting. Yeah, no scripting. No I don't think thumbnail is. It's not giving you a thumbnail. This system is just generating a video. I thought no editing. I can talk about this. And no editing, just one click. Yeah. So I built this AI system which creates monetizable anime videos daily. That means no brainstorming for ideas, no scripting, no editing, just one click. The first line is actually giving the context, and second is sort of helping with a bit of contrast as well, and with the context as well. But I feel like to give it a better contrast, I can come up with one more line to follow this up, which is going to be I think the one thing which audience always think that AI systems or AI is complicated. I feel like I can talk about that fact and trigger the audience from there by building some kind of a by building some kind of a contrast here. So now, if you are most people, you probably think that that think this sounds too complicated, but it's actually easier than you think. Yeah, I think this line is building a better curiosity gap, and also we are sharing some kind of a common belief here as well. So this line can go. It's a good follow up to this line. I think as for the third line, I think it's enough. Enough to basically talk about the idea. We got a bonus here. We got the context and contrast here. I think now comes the credibility. And as for the credibility, I have a line prepared for this client, and I always use that line in most of the intro because again, uh, it's a good line which is sort of a creating that kind of credibility which is going with every video. So let me just copy paste that. Yeah, this one here. You see, now this line is creating credibility. We got that in back as well. We got that back. We got that in back as well. So we are just near to completing our intro. As for the last line, broader entry. As for the broader entry, I feel like that. I think the above lines are actually uh, creating that broader entry as well, because it's actually easier than you think. And for the last line, I feel like that I can talk about something that we are planning to do with this video. Actually, we have a certain goal here, so I'm gonna talk about that here. And in the last line, uh, we are actually planning to give away the system that we are creating. So maybe add that kind of line here. So what I can add, is stick around to the end of the video for you, which will make this process much more easier. Yeah, I think that I can add this line to end our info and just let's dive in. Right now, it's not complete, to be very honest. It has some flaws, but this is the rough draft that I've created for this title right here, and I feel like that you can get pointers from this as well. Also, now this is the easiest way to execute a viral YouTube intro. I've used it multiple times, and you can just follow this as well. So this is the formula, and if you want this whole doc, just uh, check out the description or comment of a certain word, maybe idea, and I will send you this whole doc. Signing off.